Welcome to It's Time for Yarn. Today we are 9 days in to 2023 and I want to talk about goals. Now, I know what you're all thinking. Erica, New Year's resolutions? Come on, you're not going to be that person, are you? Well, I'm not really doing resolutions. I'm doing goals. So that way I have something I'm working towards, and I might fail along the way, but I can always pick back up and keep trying. So I've made a short list, kind of short, a medium-sized list of goals, things I want to work towards by the end of 2023. Now, at some point I'll probably go in and make like little mini goals amongst those goals to help me like keep moving forward and keep making progress. Anyway, let's get into it. My first goal is to work on finishing the whips that I have going. And I can hear you all now laughing at me, saying, whatever, Erica, everybody always says that. But for me personally, I feel like stressed or overwhelmed when I have too many projects going at once. And like the problem with that is I get new yarn, I see new yarn, I get yarn sent to me, gifted to me by friends and family, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to start using it. And so I start using it, and then another yarn comes along, or this or that, or life happens, and then I have all these whips I'm working on, and then I feel stressed because I never finish anything. I don't get things finished. And I don't like that feeling. So right now I have several whips. I'm considering making a video showing those whips so that I can kind of document for myself the things that I need to work on, and making like a timeline of like, okay, I'm going to take this whip and I'm going to work on them for the next month and try to get those finished. And then I'll work on this one and this one, next or whatever, and kind of set up those mini goals that I was just talking about. So wish me luck. We'll see. My second goal is to find more yarns that I like to color pool with. Now, I know there's like a whole list out there of yarns that you can look up and find. Like, oh, people have color pooled with this one and this and that. But I want to find yarns that I see that inspire me. I'm like, oh, I love that. I want to feel color pool, and then take it home and play with it and like experiment. Like yarns like this one that are advertised as color pooling, like I know they'll color pool, and it's just a matter of working out those details. Those are awesome. But when I find one that is more variegated and kind of like not sure if it'll color pool, those are the ones that I'm kind of interested in finding. And plus, I just really enjoy color pooling. I think it's fun. It keeps my interest as I go along, and to see the pattern develop is like so exciting. Next, I want to make at least one or two amigurumis. I'm not really sure where I want to start with that. Hold on one second. What a minute. Kiki's a little camera shy. It's her first time. Anyway, but I want to make some amigurumis. I've got some yarn that I was gifted at Christmas time. That would be great for it. It's that chenille, that soft velvet yarn. And oh goodness. Oh goodness. Sorry about that. Kiki couldn't handle the spotlight. She needed to go outside for a minute. Run around. But anyway, I would like to make some amigurumi, and I see people make like the octopus and the what are the other popular ones, like a little potato and like cute little things like that. I'm not really sure what I want to make first. I don't really want to make an octopus though, so I'm thinking about just like a teddy bear or like an elephant, a stuffed elephant, but I'm worried about like the trunk, and if I can get the trunk right, and like I don't know what I want to make. If you have any good suggestions for me, leave a comment down below. Let me know, what do you think I should make first? Next on my list of goals for 2023 is I want to make another Mosaic Blanket. Now, I got some black yarn and some Red Heart retro stripe yarn that I am so excited to use together in a mosaic. And this is kind of tricky because I have to balance when I start that along with finishing my whips. So those goals kind of like are head to head. Am I gonna start a mosaic? Am I gonna start an amigurumi? Am I gonna finish a whip or two? So I kind of have to balance when I'm going to be finishing up whips and starting new ones. So, but I really, really want to use that retro stripe in a mosaic blanket. I like mosaics. I think they're beautiful anyway. And then I really have wanted to make a mosaic with that retro stripe blanket for a long time. So I finally got some with some Christmas money, and I'm excited to use it. Another goal for 2023, and this will probably be later in the year, is I'd like to make a poncho. There's a poncho that I've mentioned a couple times from Blue Eyed Style, and I have some yarn that I bought from an Ollie's, quite a while ago, and it's a grayish color. It's like a grayish mushroomy color, and I want to make that poncho. I don't have any ponchos. I've never made a poncho. I live in a warm climate, so having a poncho is kind of like, I don't know, I don't really need a poncho. But this one has a lot of like lacy work to it, and so I think it would be nice to have, like when I go in to eat at restaurants and stuff, to just have something over me, because sometimes it can be pretty chilly in restaurants, especially in the summertime. So I have had that on my list for a while, almost a year now, and I haven't done it. So that's just in the back of my head, and I want to work on that. I want to make that poncho. Another project that I want to work on in 2023 is a blanket that is a Grafgan. I've never made a Grafgan before, using corner to corner. I want to make one for my Uncle Larry. Uncle Larry, if you're watching, hi Uncle Larry. That he requested a blanket that says navy across the top, and I have yarn to use for it. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Things got a little busy with work and such, and I haven't gotten to it. And so I really want to make that for him. I've never done a Grafgan, and so that'll be a good challenge, but also be a great gift for someone who's really special. The last thing on my list, the last goal that I have for 2023, is to do a no-buy / low-buy. And what I mean by that is that when I say a no-buy, like I'm not going to purposely go out and be like, I'm going to go yarn shopping today. Let me go see what's out there and buy some yarn. Unless I need it for a project that I'm finishing. So like, for example, my mosaic blanket, if I'm working on it and I realize, oh man, I don't have enough of the retro stripe to make this blanket the size that I want, then I'll allow myself to go out and buy another skein or two of the retro stripe in order to finish the project that I'm working on. Now, some people who are like super strict on their low buys or no buys, would pivot. They would use a different yarn and transition to something else to finish their project with something they already have. But for me, I want to allow myself to be able to buy a little bit at a time if I need it to finish projects. And I also have some Christmas money left. So I'm kind of wanting to save that for the big like mid-year sale that like Hobby Lobby does and other stores do, just for fun. But I also have a lot of yarn that I've purchased that has inspired me, that's beautiful. It's beautiful yarn, but for one reason or another, I haven't gotten to it. For example, that grayish yarn on that poncho that I want to make, I have that yarn to use. So I really want to work on not bringing in more yarn without using some up first. And I have a lot of yarn that I keep thinking about it, and I keep wanting to use. I keep thinking, man, I need to use that yarn. Man, I need to have that blanket in mind. Man, I have this or that I want to make with this yarn that I have. So you know what? Do it. What are you waiting on? Get to work. And so, I've been busy with life lately. So I've had a lot of things going on. So I haven't been able to crochet as much as I'd like to, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to remedy that soon and be able to work in some more time to do what I love and to use this beautiful yarn. Those are my goals for 2023. Let me know something that you want to accomplish in 23 down in the comments below. And remember, no matter what time it is, it's always time for yarn.